This is your kitchen. And if you're like most people, there's a bunch of stuff in here you should be doing. Like eating right. Or using this awesome thing. Problem is, and don't take this the wrong way, your kitchen is not very smart. It has no idea who you are. And once you're ready to make something delicious, it just kind of sits there. Introducing Countertop. Countertop shows you how to eat right and get the most out of your appliances. It works with Vitamix blenders, crockpot slow cookers, and fitness trackers like Jawbone Up. And here's the thing. Countertop works with the appliances you already own. Let's wind that back. There. At exactly 6:42 p.m., this blender achieved smartness. Say you just got back from a run. Countertop knows because it syncs with your fitness tracker. It puts 2 and 2 together and offers up the perfect recovery smoothie. Or maybe you're just busy and need help fitting a healthy, home-cooked dinner into your schedule. Countertop can suggest something easy and fast. And with Make Mode, it'll even show you how to put it together. One more thing. Countertop learns as it goes. And that means it gets better over time, and that means you get better over time. Welcome to your smart kitchen. Welcome to Countertop.
And I'm studying industrial design at Lund University in Sweden. We are now at the showroom of IKEA at the furniture fair in Milan. This is a concept kitchen for 2025 of how people will be living. The table is a multi-purpose table. You can both cook on it and you can sit and eat on it, and you can also prepare your food. On the table you can put your groceries, and it will then suggest what goes good together with it, and it also gives you recipes and guides you through how to cook it. There is a camera above the table and a projector, and it sees what grocery you put onto the table, and then it decides through color, shape and size what grocery it is. The whole idea is, instead of like peeking and poking on a screen, we wanted to get people to feel more engaged with the food and actually touching the food and working with the food. It is also a wooden induction table, so there is a layer inside the pan that turns hot. You cook on it with a heat insulated pan, so it doesn't give any burn marks onto the wood. We also use the same induction technology in the open fridge. The open fridge has wooden induction shelves. Each container you can set on an optimal temperature depending what you have in it. So for instance, meat and fish, they need much cooler temperature than cheese and milk. The great thing with the visible fridge is that it only cools where you actually have something on it. So it uses much less energy than the fridges are today. The thought behind it was that the things within your home should help you to be more mindful about the food that you have at home. I hope that in the future people will live a more sustainable life, and I think that design will help them to achieve that.
Looks like a major fault. Can I get something chilled?
Of course.
Presenting the world's longest cool air retention, only in LG refrigerators with Evercool technology. Now your food will remain tasty and healthy, even during long power cuts.
Your 5 most essential pieces of kitchen equipment.
Number one's table. Because no matter what you make, if people can't sit down and break bread together, it's useless. Good kitchen table to eat at. A knife you really like to use, sharp preferably. A unless you like dull knives. I have this spoon that I just gravitate towards the spoon all the time. It's like a talisman for me. You need something that is special for you. And its significance is strictly mental comfort. Something that people very rarely think about, light. I won't say it's got to be good light, but you need enough light. You need plenty of light to see, and preferably a mixture of artificial and natural. I love, my cooktop is near a big window, so I am actually seeing shafts of light through smoke, and in different times of day as the light changes. I prefer to cook at certain times because I'm getting this hard sunlight, and I like the way that it makes the food look. I don't care if it's a gas cooktop or a grill or a fireplace. People that cook somehow in their life with fire are different, and I like it. I think that the primal element of fire is something that one must reckon with. There you go.
Alright, so I was looking for a cheap and quick and dirty and economical way to make a simple case to enclose some of my hardware projects I'm building here. And so what I have here is a typical kitchen storage container. Inside is a 741 op-amp based sine wave oscillator, about 600 hertz. It's on these standoffs here that you can see that are attached to the lid, and then also through the screw to the PC board underneath. This hole that I have covered up with the gray electrical tape is for the 9-volt battery connectors. Why are there two of them? Well, that's because the 741 op amp needs a bipolar power supply, and so to make that possible. You can hear it just mindlessly shrieking away right now. And of course the big deal with this project I'm showing you here isn't that I can connect two batteries and get a sine wave out of an op amp. The goal is to show a simple proof of concept of what I'm about to continue to do, which is build a enclosure for a bigger set of an Arduino Uno and a couple of shields.
Hi there, I'm Jen Ferrara, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a safe smoothie, otherwise known as how to make a smoothie without losing a finger or requiring a trip to the emergency room. I speak of this because I myself was a victim of the Great Immersion Blender accidents of 2012. More than 7,000 people have had to go to the emergency room a year for using this device. But you won't be if you follow my safe steps. Okay, first you add your fruit. If you have frozen fruit, I recommend you let it thaw a teeny bit. Then you add some liquid, and I also suggest that you add enough liquid to make it easy for your blender to blend. Now you're ready, once you have that, to attach your blender. Never touch the blade. Before turning it on, stick it all the way into the fluid, and then, using the button on the blender, do quick bursts. If there's a jam, which there almost always is, remove the blade from the blender, and using a wooden spoon or a skewer, get the food out of the blades. Reattach the blender with the blade aimed away from you. Reinsert the blender and finish mixing your drink. When you're all done, again, remove the blade from the blender and put it in the sink, far, far away from your fingers. And now you have a smoothie, safe and finger-free. Delicious.